It's a weekend off, but it's not really a weekend off for the players. Are you in Saturday and Sunday? Or?
This week, Chris, we're going to be off Saturday, obviously, with the game being cancelled. Then we work backwards from the game for the Tuesday against Crewe. So we'll be in on Tuesday, which will be essentially be like a Thursday. So we're in on Sunday and Monday, and obviously Saturday off. So some players have had a few more days off than others with the schedule. So that's worked quite well in our favour, and we've tried to utilise that as best we can. Yeah.
So when I walked in this morning, I was a bit late this morning. You were always in at about 6:30. You're ridiculously early, but I was a bit late today. You were causing Matty Taylor a lot of pain. What? Explain the testing that we did today.
Yeah. So
what, I think we've done something with him running before. What was that?
So what we try and do, Chris, is obviously I'm a big believer in test if you can, but obviously with the nature of the season this year, particularly so congested, it's difficult to get testing done. With the cancellation of the game, it has helped us, and it's data that we can actually utilise very easily, and it won't affect the actual training, because obviously the most important thing is with the manager and the coaching staff to train properly. It's a submaximal lactate test. It takes about 7.5 minutes. And at the end of it, you take a little bit of blood and you analyse the blood for lactate, and then we have a measure of where they are aerobically, which is great. And like I say, it doesn't affect the training. So that was the first part of the morning. And given that they had a 48-hour rest period, which is great, and then they had a track session at Horsepath across the way, which is fantastic.
There are some natural athletes in this group, aren't there? Sean Clare's running style is quite something to watch, isn't it?
It is, and we're of a similar sort of vintage. And before I,
30s.
yes, that's it. Yeah. And then before I got into professional football, my biggest influence was athletics. The Cram Ovet, Coe, for those people who can remember, and great athletes. So I was influenced by them, and I still think it's a huge part of developing players. If you develop an athlete better, then you've got a better chance of being a better player. So there's some terrific times in the 400s and some good styles, and it was competitive, and it was really I really enjoyed watching. Yeah.
What are we measuring there? Was that a benchmark against what they've done in pre-season?
Yeah, so it's been difficult because of the fragmented nature of the last 18 months. We had obviously the lockdown and all that indecision, and in a situation where we didn't know what was going to happen. Then we had like a mini pre-season, and then we came back for the Portsmouth game, and we had a small break, and then we came back again. So it was to compare where we are now to where we are then, and it's something that we've not been able to do apart from subjectively, which is valid. I know, you use your instincts for a reason, and we do that, but there's some objective data, and we've compared those times for May and June, and it's been really useful. Yeah, so I'm really happy. I've not discussed it with the manager yet, but we'll give all his information to him, and I'm the first person to be critical of the players, but more critical of myself if I'm not doing it properly. So I'm really happy. We're all happy, I think, and hopefully we can utilise that and push on and have a good period of 15 games where we take it through to sort of January.
It's a real short period of time.
Yeah, and I've just seen the schedule on the board in there, so it will be demanding, but like for most teams it will be the same, and it's how we manage it with the amount of players we have and the good players who can come in and step out. So at least we can try and get the players as fit, as robust as possible. It doesn't mean you're going to win the game, but it gives you a better chance. So yeah, it's been useful, and the players have been terrific. They've had a bit of a break, but they've come in and they're a really good set of lads, and they deserve success. But like we know, it's not going to be easy, but there's a long way to go, and this will hopefully set them up in good stead.